This is for motivation. This is for inspiration. This video is for those who want to learn a second language. Jeg heter Noah. Jeg har lyst til å være flinkere og flinkere på det norske språket. Jeg har alltid hatt lyst til å lære et nytt språk siden jeg var 16 år gammel. Jeg begynte å lære norsk for 9 måneder siden, og i de siste 9 måneder har jeg lært mye av språket. Jeg skal gi dere 5 tips å være flinkere på et nytt språk. Number 1. Identify why you want to learn a new language. What is your why? My why to learn a new language was that I met my girlfriend in the fall of 2024. She lives in Norway, she comes from Norway, and she speaks Norwegian. Set realistic goals. If you want to become better at a language, set realistic goals in learning the language. For example, don't expect to become fluent in 1 month. People try that all the time. People put videos out how I became fluent in X language in 2 weeks. You can communicate basic conversations in 2 weeks if you burn yourself out, but you will not be fluent. Maybe your goal is becoming fluent in 1 year or 2 years. That is very achievable. Don't expect to have perfect pronunciation either, especially within the first 6 months. I would say if you truly want to learn a new language, you can sound like a native speaker if you really want to, if that is your ultimate goal. That is my ultimate goal in learning Norwegian. But it is going to take years. It might take 5 years before I sound similar to the locals in Norway. Don't expect it after year 1. Don't expect it after 18 months. Number 2, watch videos on YouTube. YouTube is a very useful tool. Start with beginner videos. For example, learning simple phrases like the dog, the cat, I like to eat this, I like to eat that. After you become a little bit better and you're more comfortable with the language, listen to just native speakers speaking. Don't listen to AI too much. AI can be a useful tool because there are not many channels that make just short stories in the targeted language, such as Norwegian, but they are out there. However, there are some beginner level storytelling channels generated by AI in Norwegian. After you have learned basic phrases and you're more comfortable and more confident, move on to more advanced things that you can understand. As long as you're understanding 70+% of the videos that you're watching, you are good to go. And I strongly recommend mimicking and shadowing what the native speaker is saying. Pause it after 1 phrase, repeat that phrase, repeat it 4 or 5 times. Focus on the pronunciation. Look at the mouth of the native speaker, how it moves when they talk. Mimic the mouth movements. See how their tongue is placed. Type in videos or type in AI prompts to see or ask how the tongue is placed in the mouth if you're struggling to pronounce a certain word or letter. That is what I did, and that is how I became somewhat better in pronunciation. After you have achieved a more advanced beginner stage of learning a new language, then you can move on to simple podcasts, but they have to interest you. You're not going to listen, you're going to get bored. As long as you're understanding 70 to 80+% of the videos that you're listening to or the podcasts that you're listening to, you are good to go. It's very exciting when you start moving on and finding new channels that you can immerse in your targeted language because you understand them. It is something awesome. Pick a topic you want to learn. Pick a topic that interests you. Pick a topic that not only interests you, but that you can understand in the new language. If it's too advanced, come back to it later. Make that a goal or motivation to become better in the language so that you can listen to this channel or you can listen to that podcast. Number 3, record yourself talking out loud weekly, at least weekly, say every Wednesday for a minimum of 5 minutes. If you're in the beginner phase, maybe you do 2 minutes because that is the longest you can talk. It is fun to see results and it's fun to look back. So if you start from day 1, that is something that you will look back on and think, wow, I have come a long way. That is something I wish I would have done sooner. I'm 9 months into my language learning journey And I just started about 2 weeks ago recording myself talking out loud and really focusing on my pronunciation and my mouth movements and etc. Number 4, write. Write down your daily tasks. Write down what you did in any specific day, any given day. Try to use new vocabulary words to describe what you did. If you're confused and you don't know a word, look it up, but don't look up too many words when you're writing. Try to write what you have learned so far. Maybe you don't start with writing until you're about 4 months into your journey. That is not the magic number, but you're just simply not going to be able to write complete thoughts within the first week or 2 or maybe month or so. So if you wait maybe 2+ months to begin writing, you can start writing, "Today I ate an apple," or something along those lines. Or maybe you're more advanced and you can say things like, "Today was a very pleasant day and I enjoyed a very pleasant walk." Number 5, I recommend reading. Reading is going to expand your vocabulary immensely. If you start reading basic, simple books, if you're not into children's books, for example, and you want to read basic books, they are out there for learners. I have read 3 books in Norwegian now. They're just targeted towards people who are learning the language. So they are somewhat children's stories, but they're not too cheesy and they're not too boring. One of the books was an audiobook, so I've read it multiple times. I've read it while listening to the audiobook, and then I've also just listened to the audiobook. That one has improved my vocabulary greatly. Those were my 5 tips and how I became somewhat fluent in the Norwegian language in just 9 months. I would say to just set realistic goals. It is a long but exciting process. You can do it as long as you set your mind to it. And like I said, set those goals realistically. Do not expect to wake up tomorrow and be fluent in your targeted language. Do not expect to wake up in 6 months. It's going to be frustrating. Many frustrations. You're going to burn out more than likely. Unless you have a perfect routine and a perfect schedule, you're going to burn out. I've burnt out many times. You must adapt. You must find what works for you. Maybe some of these things don't work for you. Find what works and adapt quickly. The quicker you adapt, and this applies to anything in life, honestly, the quicker you can adapt, the more you will learn and the faster you will learn, and the faster you will find what is suited towards you. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you want more content just like this one, subscribe and leave a comment below. Ha det bra!